guys, it's Rachel, and this is my amazing dog, Bella. So as you all know, due to COVID-19, everything is closed, and we're all in quarantine. Since we're all cooped up, this is a great time for bonding with your furry friend. For this episode, I've decided to show you guys different ways you can bond with your dog while elevating their quality of life, and yours. I will also be telling you about how dogs are actually helping out during the pandemic in a way you've never heard before. This story is pretty amazing. And finally, we are going to take a look at some new numbers coming in from pet rescues and shelters that are going to warm your heart. So stay tuned. My name is Rachel, and this is Doggos for Dummies. So, what are you going to do with all this free time? Well, it turns out your dog has an answer. Training your dog is good for them and great for you. Many owners have dreamed of having a safe space for their dogs to wander. So now that you've got some time, train your dog by using an invisible boundary system, like invisible fence. This kind of training takes lots of time and patience. All you need to do is purchase a system which can be done online for as little as $150. Then, set up the wiring collar and boundary flags along the area where you want to create the fence. Start off with lots of flags, and then every week eliminate more and more flags until your dog has it under control. It took my German Shepherd about 3 weeks to get it. But now she has the run of the yard. It's a great way for your dog to exercise and enjoy the outdoors, especially during the warmer months. Not quite ready for that much training yet? How about crate training? Some dogs become anxious and upset when you're not home and can become destructive to get your attention. Dog trainers believe this issue can be solved by crate training your dogs. Many vets and trainers believe dogs feel more secure and safer being in their crate instead of having full run of the house. Instead of just opening the door and locking them in, train them to love and want their home. This is done by placing them in their crate with their favorite toys for short periods of time until they become secure with their setting. Next thing you know, they actually go to their crate all by themselves because they love it. The trick is to never use the crate as punishment. Don't put your dog in there when they've been bad. Instead, reward your dog when they go inside and you'll watch their attitude change. And for now, some pretty incredible news for 8 Labrador Retriever puppies. A University of Pennsylvania research project set out to see if dogs can detect an odor associated with coronavirus. In the past, researchers have found viruses have specific odors attached to them to sniff them out. Imagine if a dog could screen up to 250 people per hour for the COVID-19 virus. Then these dogs could be working at airports and other ports of entry to find those with COVID entering the country. That would be pretty amazing. There are currently 8 Labrador Retrievers being trained by the Working Dog Center in Philadelphia to do just that. Right now, they're learning to identify the odor for a food reward. Next month, they will train using saliva samples collected from positive COVID patients. Then they will graduate when they're able to sniff COVID on humans. Wow. One minor issue is that there are currently not enough detection dogs for explosives and drug detection. And some trainers are worried that COVID detection will deplete their inventory of detection dogs. I love seeing dogs on the front line of this war on COVID. It seems like every day we hear more and more bad news about the effects of COVID. Well, finally, I have some pretty incredible news for dog lovers. Animal shelters across America have reported a huge surge in pet fostering and adoption since the coronavirus lockdown. Shelters asked for people to help place their animals, and people responded big time. With so many people suddenly home full-time and super lonely, pet companionship provides a source of entertainment and care perfect for singles and families. In New York City, the coronavirus epicenter, the Animal Care Center typically has 50 animals fostered per week. During the second week of shutdown, they had 141 animals fostered, almost triple their usual amount. They did an emergency foster call out last month. They typically get about 50 applications. Well, they got 3,500. In Texas, they saw a 400% increase in their number of adoptions and fosters during the month of March and April. The Wisconsin Humane Society reported a completely empty shelter. They had 159 animals and adopted, and 160 went to foster care. Animal shelters all over the country are reporting empty shelters and lots of new dog owners. Although shelters and pet rescues are super happy, they are worried that many of these pets will be returned when they get back to work. I really hope not. So that's it for this episode of Doggos for Dummies. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for next week because next week I will be interviewing Anna Gibson, a dog trainer who is CEO of Serious Dog Training. I'll also be talking about the latest news on dogs and much, much more. My name is Rachel, and this was Doggos for Dummies. Bye, guys!